Hi, my name is Dr. James Norrie. I'm the Associate Dean of the Ted Rogers School of Management at Ryerson University, and I'm delighted to be here today to talk about e-commerce and launching e-businesses. I'm not sure that we haven't hit the point where e-business and business are really just one and the same, and for many businesses today, IT is the business. So my podcast today will talk a little bit about that, drawing from some experiences going back to the mid-90s, late 90s with LavaLife, coming through to some of the current stuff around social computing and Web 2.0, and why I really do believe that any business launch today has to have a clear eye on the technology ball to be successful. Well, the internet's provided the opportunity for anybody to locate any business, any place. And this is a really interesting consequence because we've tended to think of businesses as physical things. They have stores, they have warehouses, they have locations, they have offices. And the idea of a virtual business has really taken off. I mean, the fact that you can now tap markets around the world, sitting in your living room while you're in Canada, getting customers in the United States, in the UK, let's say. Perhaps you have your contractors in India who are developing your site. You may have your payment processing system in a Caribbean island. So the notion of locating anywhere is real. And it's made real by the fact that there is really not a lot of things which prevent a business from going to what we call a jurisdiction of convenience. And a jurisdiction of convenience is going to the place that is the best for your business. So to locate where you have either the best resources, the best tax regime, the best infrastructure, whatever it is that you decide is right for your business. So the funny thing about e-business today is that you can literally look like you're a resident of that particular country or jurisdiction when in fact the actual servers processing the transactions are thousands or hundreds of thousands of miles away. You need to be very careful to understand the legal repercussions, the tax repercussions, the regulatory repercussions of both the business you're in, where you actually are going to get your customers, where the transactions are going to be processed, and where the resulting profits will be declared. As the customers can come from pretty much any jurisdiction, where they come from, where they go to electronically, how you process the transaction, the tax implications and other things related to all that. And then, of course, the corporate structure that underlies that, where you actually declare your corporate profits. And it's a bit too complicated to get into completely in this iPod or in this podcast, but it really is probably an area of emerging gray, let's call it emerging gray, that isn't yet black and white. And entrepreneurs, as they tend to be creative, will take advantage of the opportunities at the margins for a while, but eventually we're going to end up with a regulatory system that will bring this into line and make it clear to all of us what needs to be done.